Welcome back, all YouTubers. I am DoOtherDude. I hope you enjoyed my special coverage of the severe weather that is going on, the tornado outbreak in the south central United States. The second half of this video, the 10 out of 20 minutes of the second half, will be focused on Invest 90L. That has a 70% chance to form to a tropical cyclone, literally either tonight or early tomorrow morning. The dry air right now, nothing in its way in terms of dry air. Conditions are becoming conducive as we speak for further development, and we're starting to see a little rotation, okay? This is like the most neatly organized invest area I've ever seen. Okay, this is pretty organized stuff. The current tropical storm information, or the current Invest 90L information, is not officially named yet. And look at that! Wow! It's officially been named. Yeah, wow. Okay, Subtropical Storm ANDREA has officially been named. And I'm actually going to refresh this map. That means they came out with a storm track on the National Hurricane Center. Okay. Yes, we have a 100% chance of development now in the next, 5 days, but really it's actually 2 days. The data is changing, as I speak. Okay. Look at the minimum central pressure. I looked at this not too long ago, okay, and it was at 10, I think it was 1014, 1015 millibars. It's all the way down to 1008. 1008. Okay, just rapidly strengthened, didn't even know. Okay, but winds are now sustained at 35 knots. Okay, I know the conversion table, but in case you guys don't, I will bring that up for you to give you a little visual. Okay, 40-mile-an-hour winds. That is a tropical storm statistics, and we have wind gusts passing well over 50 miles an hour. Okay, so tropical system, what's the difference between tropical and subtropical? Basically, all it is tropical, you have the rain bands and the clouds tightly packed around the center of the storm system, organized. Subtropical, the clouds are generally far from the center. In this case, this is a pretty, I would say, a pretty organized subtropical storm. Okay, the radius of the circulation, okay, so the circulation basically is extending over 172 miles from, the circulation, and the radius of 40-mile-an-hour winds or greater is going, nearly 70 miles out from the storm center, okay, my mind's blown right now. Subtropical Storm ANDREA, it is officially named, although the Hurricane Center has not come out with a track yet. It is a 100% chance now to develop. Okay, maximum sustained winds about 40 miles an hour, and a special advisory will be issued at 6:30, which is in a few minutes. So we'll come back to this in a little bit during this video. Look at that. Isn't that so funny? Alright. Track the tropics. Okay, this map will basically provide you the information of what could possibly be in the storm's way. And with that, we're going to turn to wind shear. Wind shear, luckily around the storm, is actually not too bad. Okay, but we could be heading for some slightly intense wind shears. But nothing all too bad. We're talking about 25 to 30 knots. That is not too bad. And let's look at the 24-hour forecast. Yes, we're talking about 20 knots or less of wind shear. So wind shear might weaken, actually, as I am looking at this. And look at the natural color. And it's starting to get dark, so I might be losing this. So I might switch over to the IR, the infrared satellite. But let's just look at this. We're just starting to see some circulation coming into play. And you can see, even you can see where the circulation is. The circulation is happening right there. That's your circulation. There's not really any clouds wrapped around the storm. It's still just moving in a northeasterly direction, even though there is a circulation now in play. Okay, so Bermuda definitely starting to get hit right now. Now, this isn't going to be Hurricane Michael, Katrina, or Andrew when I'm going to be saying, hey, if you live in Bermuda, go take cover now. No. The greatest threat actually will not be to Bermuda. Even though, whoa, Bermuda's the only place to get hit by this storm. Actually, Bermuda's not going to be the place that's going to be most affected, although they come second. The marine, the ships out there, you guys are going to be most affected by you're going to get the biggest waves, and I think the storm will weaken slightly before getting to Bermuda. Okay? And here is your little storm center. You're starting to see that rotation coming into play. The storm has officially been named Subtropical Storm ANDREA as we speak. Aircraft recon. Let me refresh this. Okay. And look at this. The pressures are now dropped to 1006 millibars. I literally just said 1008 and now it's 1006. So we are definitely seeing a rapidly strengthening storm system. They're like, well, why are the winds so weak in here? Well, it's because right now the aircraft recon is flying into the storm center, the eastern side of the storm system where they flew earlier. So hurricane hunters, so it had said, now if you're like a big weather nerd, maybe you can actually tell me. I'm always looking forward to learning new stuff. The altitude had said 249 GPM. Not an expert quite on what that actually means, but I did look up, and hurricane hunters generally fly a couple or a few thousand feet in the air. Okay, and there's winds of 40, like over 45 knots. Okay, east of the storm, like up a few thousand feet. Okay, so the pressures are dropping 1006. This storm could like actually like basically strengthen a lot. Okay, this is like very, very serious situation. Okay. Here's how high they fly, 1 to 10,000 feet, but it's probably like a few thousand feet. Okay, anomalies, sea surface temperature anomalies by Bermuda right now are definitely like about 4 to 6 degrees Fahrenheit above average, 2 to 4 degrees Celsius above average right now. The storm, like when it was still like a tropical disturbance, air quotes, or like an invest, it was tracking through water temperatures of 28, 29 degrees Celsius. Which, if you want to convert that over, that's about like the mid-80s pretty much. And it was just thriving there. With the exception of wind shear, of course. Dry air wasn't a factor. So, we are definitely seeing a strengthening in the storm system. And conditions are becoming more conducive for the main reason that I think is because of our weakening El Nino. Let me actually pull that up real quick while I'm waiting for the National Hurricane Center to come out. Should come out in about 2 minutes or so. So I can't wait to show it to you guys. And you can see the wind shears are weakening. Okay, we had like a full-blown El Nino. Winter into the springtime. Okay, and then all of a sudden, we got some blue starting to show up on the map. And it's almost right in the Nino 3-4 region. We definitely got some cooler water starting to take shape. And what this is resulting in is a potential, not La Nina, but what's called a ENSO neutral weather pattern. Let me see if National Hurricane Center came out with it. No, not quite. We still got a minute or two. 100% chance to form. Sea surface temperatures, okay, are very warm. Where the storm was, like I said, 20 to 29 where the storm was. But where the storm is, not necessarily all that good. Now, they're actually warmer than they are shown here because it's the warmest time of the day. So they're actually around 24, 25, which is around like the mid to upper 70s. Which is not too terrible, okay, but it's not the best either. And I'm actually going to go to the forecast models. Now, one of the main reasons why the storm got to develop, okay, it didn't have the best conditions for development, okay? I mean, it wasn't bad. But we had sea surface temperatures that were in the 70s. We had some wind shear that was like around like 20 or 30 knots. It wasn't too terrible. And then dry air was overall pretty weak. It didn't have the best journey, but what it did have was that high pressure system. Well, doesn't it immediately make dry air? Yeah. What this high pressure does is it's actually beneficial to Bermuda because it's going to pick up the storm and drag it off quicker. But it's also helping to give the storm a little bit of spin. And that's why it actually aided in the help of a tropical depression. Helped it form into a tropical depression. And now what we have is a named storm. And here we go. Here it is. Subtropical storm Andrea. Let's actually click on it. 40 mile an hour sustained winds. Okay, I do not believe the images are quite ready yet. Okay, but they did come out with their little advisory. I will keep you guys updated on the storm system tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as we find out more information about the storm system. 40 mile an hour winds, pressures are dropping, cyclonic vorticities definitely showing some intensifying. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you are in Bermuda, please be very careful. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time. Don't forget to subscribe.